this is Dave with NTI Online, and today I'm going to walk you through testing the igniter on your TI series boilers. This is going to apply to all TI series boilers, including the TI 400. They all use the same igniter, and the process is going to be the same. So you would do this when your boiler is failing to ignite. Potentially you do not see any glow from the igniter through the P-pole here. And so a couple of things you're going to want to do is test the resistance through the igniter to see if it's intact, and also test to see if you're getting voltage to it. So we're going to test the resistance first. To do that, you're going to want to find the two white braided wires, and these electrical connectors can be quite tight, so it's a good idea to use a couple of pairs of pliers and just pull them apart. That way you don't pull the connector off. You're going to grab your voltmeter and you're going to set this to the ohms reading, and we're looking for a resistance reading on these typically between about 90 to 120 ohms, or in that region. As these age, the resistance will start to increase. When you start getting much over about 150 to 200 ohms, they stop igniting the boiler potentially, so you might actually see a nice bright orange glow. It's just not hot enough to light the flame. So we'll set this up to 200 ohms to begin with and see what we get for a reading. And all you do is find the two wires to the igniter, stick your meter leads in there, and so we can see this igniter is running at about 165 ohms cold, which is a little on the high side, probably acceptable in most cases. However, if your boiler was failing to ignite, that would be a good reason to replace this. Usually 150 is the cap, and in my experience, brand new igniters out of the box typically are somewhere around 90 to 120 ohms. So again, if you're not seeing a glow on the igniter, the next thing you're going to want to verify is that the fan wall control is sending power to the igniter. So to do that, you need to do this at the correct time, meaning that you're going to look at your sentry control. When you see the burner light on the sentry light up, about 1 second later, the fan wall will start sending power to the igniter for about 6 seconds. So what you'll want to do is you're going to find the S1 connection on the fan wall. I'm going to disconnect it there. You could also trace this wire back and go from this wire. And what you would do is you'd check for 120 volts, so make sure you're on the right wire. And you'd basically go from there to your ground and see if you get 120 volts. Again, only check. You're going to wait for the burner light to come on. You're going to give it about a 1 second delay. You'll wait for a click from the fan wall. You typically will see this little red light flash for a split second. Power will then show up only for about 5 or 6 seconds. If it fails ignition, it will try 2 more times before it locks out. So when you test this, just be aware, again, power is not continuous. It's about 5 seconds each ignition cycle, and it's going to start sending power about 1 second after the burner light kicks on. Once the sentry locks out or the fan wall locks out, you can reset the sentry by double tapping the function button. That'll reset everything and should try again. Wait for the burner light. Do it 2 or 3 times just to ensure that you're getting power. If there's no power coming out of the fan wall, make sure that on L1, you're going to find the L1 wire, pull that off. This wire, as long as the boiler has power, should have 120 volts to ground at all times. If it does not, probably your boiler is not powered, but it could also be a broken wire, which is very, very rare, but could happen. So let's just plug that back in. And that's how you check for a bad igniter on a TI. Measure resistance. If it's an open circuit, it's a bad igniter. If it's outside the range, as we talked about, typically 90 to about 150, it's probably bad. And you want to make sure it's getting 120 volts. Hopefully that helps in your troubleshooting. If you have any questions, please contact our technical support department at 800-688-2575. Thanks for watching the video today. If you'd like to check out more videos, see the link below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for all the future updates. And also check us out on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram.